I'm in big trouble.
Nobody asked you, bold boy.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Nobody Asked But. I'm your host, Tarek Bryant. We're doing an episode dedicated to a Christmas movie, okay? And that Christmas movie is none other than the classic
Name? Santa Claus. Name? Père Noël. Babbo Natale.
Papa Gijo.
If you are unfamiliar with the Santa Claus, I don't know, where have you been, man? Where have you been? Because the Santa Claus is one of those movies that is just a timeless one that you put on when it's when it's tis the season, okay? Let me ask you this question. How do you ring in the new year? Do you change the weather? Do you go from the beach to the snow to the beach? Or do you blast Christmas music until the reindeers come home? As soon as December hits, I'm on 102.1. 102.1! Dallas Fort Worth! And they played nothing but Christmas music as soon as December hits. Odds are you're going to watch a movie. You know, you're going to watch a Christmas movie, and odds are it's going to be one of these three, because there's three of them. Like, holy moly, it's a franchise.
You've got to get married?
I watched the other day with my son, and I was like, wow, these movies aren't that bad. You know, you usually watch the first one, and it was a clever ride nonetheless. It was very clever. I loved how they developed him as a Santa Claus. I love how they created these villains for him to face, especially in the second one. I love the toy Santa villain. The Santa Claus in itself is such an interesting concept. Like, whoever puts on the suit basically has to give up their life and become the present pushing, joy, jolly, belly shaking son of a gun we all know and love. And in a way, it's kind of sad though, right? I'm just saying, like, what if he was just like living it up, living and single? And this is, I'm reaching, okay? I'm reaching for these movies because they're not like their Oscars or anything like that. They're not gonna be winning a Golden Globe anytime soon. I just thought it was just so cool how they came up with these concepts for each individual movie. And so for the first one, you know, right off the bat, it's like with Scott Calvin's, he's a toy maker, but at the same time, he's not as jolly. He doesn't spend time with his family from what it seems like, and chooses work over that. And we see that just like in glimpses.
Did that jerk tell Charlie there was no Santa Claus?
Why do you guys always have to fight?
Do you want this doll or not? Go back to sleep.
We already see that there's like that separation from him and his family because of how much he works. With our case, Scott Calvin ends up putting on the suit because he wants to make his son happy, which is, I mean, a beautiful thing.
Looking good, Dad.
You have got to be kidding.
He has to give up his life that he's living and become this, you know, legendary figure. At the same time, it's what he needs in order to become a better person. And that's where the character growth, the Santa Claus transformation in itself, not only from him being Scott Calvin into Santa Claus, but, you know, the journey that comes from that too, of how he starts being a lot more kinder to his loved ones. You know, he goes from work hungry, slightly mean, to caring for others, growth in spirit, slowly realizes how important the position is. And it's all thanks to Charlie. And that kind of carries on into the second one, because Charlie also brings him to the principal, because in the second one, homie needs to get married. Homie needs to find a wife. You know, they don't care. He's living it up. You know, doesn't matter. You need to find a wife, dude. He has to get married within 28 days.
He spent yesterday, didn't he?
The sanctification process has begun.
Or he will not be Santa anymore, pretty much. And so again, because of Charlie's cry for acceptance, not acceptance, but just a cry to be like, hey dad, you know, because he's working again. So he doesn't see his dad. So at the same time, he knows how important Christmas is. He becomes this awesome graffiti artist. I mean, like, the dude is talented. The work, like, the principal should be like putting him in some arts program, you know what I mean? Gear that talent, but the graffiti symbolizes his love for Christmas and his father, and keeping this secret and trying to express it only way he can, which is unfortunately vandalizing. So by vandalizing the school though, he gets his dad to meet the principal. So again, you got to think Charlie's Charlie's hooking him up. Charlie is helping him become even a better person, a better father, to the point where he marries, grows a family. I know I'm reaching deep, and I know these are movies. Hey, but hear me out. Hear me out. These movies are great.
You get the soda cans, and you get the TV specials, and you get the postage stamps, and the billboards, and the beautiful adoring wife, and the army of toy-building yes men.
Jack Frost as the villain, perfect. So in Santa Claus 3, now he's growing an even bigger family because now he's gonna be a daddy again. How would you phrase that? Because he was divorced, so now he's like he's getting it back together. And it's all because of this mantle. There's a moment in the third one where they like go back in time, and Jack Frost takes the coat and becomes Santa, and we see what it would have been like if Scott Calvin didn't become Santa. I think that's really cool. That moment was really sick in the sense of like how we could take it into a sci-fi realm with time travel. You know, it's like Click. I love that movie. What it would be like if he wasn't Santa. And it's just like, you know, we see the disconnect from his family. We see how he's not connected to Charlie. When he's not Santa, all the relationships fall apart. So it shows you how important it is to be like Santa, man. Like, you know, you need to be holly, you need to be jolly, you need to be spreading cheer, and that's what it's all about.
Hit me with a shovel!
So my question too is like, nobody asked me, but like, what happens to the naughty kids? Like, what do they get? Do they get like Nightmare Before Christmas toys? You know, they're just like Jack in the Boxes that can like bite you or something. Probably. But at the same time, it is a great movie for the season. The Santa Claus, great movies. The first one, second one, third one, but you absolutely have to watch the first one. It is just classic. Classics Christmas movie to start your holiday season.
Before you went to bed Christmas Eve, we shared a bowl of sugar, some shots of brown liquor.
So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna pull the plug here and bounce out. This is Nobody Asked But. My name is Tarek Bryant. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoy what you are watching, and the like as well too, so I can get into the algorithm and spread this Christmas cheer. Hope y'all are having a great holiday season, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.
Nobody asked you, bold boy.